is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Walker, I am extraordinarily busy, sir. I just wanted to ask about the chocolate. The lifetime supply of chocolate for Charlie. When does he get it? He doesn't. Why not? Because he broke the rules. What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir. Wrong. Under Section 37B of the contract signed by him, it states quite clearly that all offers shall become null and void if, and you can read it for yourself in this photostatic copy, I, the undersigned, shall forfeit all rights, privileges, and licenses herein and herein contained, etc., etc., fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc., memo bis punitor delicatum. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Sucks. Yo, and you prepare to be improved. Step up and walk right through. Come on, you go through. This is so great. Everyone has my face. The world's a better place. You save the human race. Now I can see just what love really means. That's why I'm not asking. Will you all marry me?
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
And as I go ahead and take a look at my computer here, I see, oh my God, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday. Unbelievable.
It's Friday, you bastard.
It's Friday, everybody. What's up? Happy Friday.
Can I get mine real quick?
Yeah, go right ahead. It's Friday! All right, excellent. Jenny was messing with the camera, so I put her in, like, internet purgatory right now. I'm going to bring her back. She's over here yelling at the camera like we can hear her. Giving me the finger. You know what? Maybe we should keep Jenny on mute, but it's more fun with that. Go ahead, Jenny. I'm sorry. No, now Jenny put herself back on mute.
You're on mute yourself.
She thinks that I can go ahead and once I put her on mute, like I do, then she thinks that she can take herself off mute. No, I have to be the one. I have to control. That's something that Jenny's not used to.
Doubles even.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, good evening, everybody. It's Friday. What is up? And it is April 29, 2022 is our last show of the month. It is time once again for Charles Richardson Uncensored. Not Unleashed.
Oh no, what did you do this time?
Oh, nothing. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just
I was getting ready for another rant. I was going to go get a beer.
I'm building up tension, that's all. So what's up with y'all? How is the Wednesday off? How is the Wednesday off? Did you all enjoy yourself? Did you go ahead and relax? No, okay, I'll take that as a no.
Not me, man. Hey, I had a show to do. You know, I'm not a slacker like some people.
Hey, listen, excuse me. This slacker over here was on Robin Slim.
Ooh, starting early.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Starting early.
You know what? The ball busting can go on 24/7 here, but you know, Jenny's got no balls, so we have to make sure that we can go ahead and shoot for other parts of the body on that one. Jenny, who is that?
Mine are internal.
Who is that behind you?
Hiding my best friend.
Yeah, hiding your best friend.
No,
My best
Heidi.
Oh, Heidi. All right, well, because it looks like she was hiding anyway. But all of a sudden, I saw somebody sitting on the couch back there.
I have two besties that come over, and this is Anne, and the other one you know, which is Miriam.
Miriam, okay. I'm over here trying to figure out, because as soon as I brought Jenny on, you know, during like halfway through the last bit, all of a sudden I see Jenny on there, and then I see somebody on the couch. Then all of a sudden the camera goes all over the place, like, you know, it's like I'm going on a roller coaster or something like that, like one of those virtual. See, she's moving because she wants to get in the camera.
What are you saying?
It's reversed.
It's reversed. She's noticed that the camera is reversed.
That's
She's
okay.
Right. That's Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Anne is
How
a
are you
life
doing?
coach.
She's a life
She's
coach.
awesome. Yes.
That is awesome. Looks like she's
good. Hey,
looks like she's
on my show.
Looks like she's a mime coach too. She's like over
Yes,
there.
she is good at that. She's very good at miming.
Yes,
we use it when we're in restaurants.
yeah. Oh God, just imagine some of the YouTube video stuff that could come out of that right there. Let's try to see if we can go ahead and get Jessica, the waitress over there, to think that we're trapped in a box.
Oh God!
And she was dancing back there. Oh, we're gonna have a show just for Jenny. We're gonna put Jenny on full screen. We're just, you know what, you and me, Philip. We're just gonna go sit back, man.
Then
we're just gonna go ahead.
I'll have to take my headset off and let her be in the zone.
She can be in the zone. That's fine.
Do you want to be in the zone?
Would you like to be in the zone there?
No, you're good.
She realizes too much trouble there.
Six, man.
Throw some steaks on the grill, you know.
She's got my six, man.
Rocky says Ann has beautiful
If
eyes.
I need steaks, she'll make it happen.
All us people with blue eyes do. So Rocky giving Ann some props there. Apparently, I think Rocky has a little thing for Ann, apparently. The blue eye thing, especially.
Oh, Rocky calls her blue eyes, yes.
Ann
has beautiful eyes. All of us people with blue eyes do.
Yes.
Yes.
I was reading that when you were interrupting me. But it's okay.
Well, tough shit.
Well,
It's what I do best.
My goodness.
I have to be zen.
Once again, Jenny forgets that I have a mute button here that, once I do that, all of a sudden, things start to be a lot more quieter.
It sounds a lot peaceful,
It does. It sounds a lot more peaceful. Now, I also have another button, too. I could play some, like... I have another button back there. I can go ahead and... While I have her, I can go ahead and make, the raindrops, that sound machine that you have, that some of us have, with the, you have the light thunder and the raindrop. I can do that and replace Jenny's sound with that.
Well, see, I'm a country boy. I like crickets myself,
Crickets are cool. I like that.
Crickets get old. And they
get old just like us and die, but,
You got restless leg syndrome. I feel bad for them.
Well, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. But, yeah. So Robin Slim was Wednesday. I had a good time there. It just sucks that I was late to the party getting to know their show, Robin Slim. I didn't know... of them until recently, past few months, and now they're going to go away.
I know, right? I wish they wouldn't, but I respect the fact that they feel like they need to.
Yeah, I understand. It takes a toll. They've been doing it for
We've been very lucky to have them for years.
Yeah.
At IPM Nation.
Well, that's good.
We're really lucky to get in on it.
They're a good show. They really are.
They are. They're fun.
Yeah, Rob.
And you know what? Today, I need a place to go that's just fun. That's just something that's going to make me laugh and smile.
What happened today? What do we not know?
I have to keep my blood pressure down.
Well, we can dedicate the show to jokes and just tell as many stupid jokes as we know, right?
Well, especially with the crickets with restless leg syndrome.
You know what part of it is? And this is something that I think you could speak to more is I need to watch less of the news.
Yeah.
It's really getting to me. I really need
sucks out there.
To detach from that for a while and just maybe be creative in the kitchen or grab a paintbrush. I'm listening to a Billy Crystal book right now. He's freaking hysterical. It's fun to listen to him.
Billy, I respect as a funny guy, but I do not respect him as an actor. He's
Why?
Funny. I just don't like his acting style. I think everything sounds so phony. But he's funny, but I think he's just way too phony.
Oh, it's an older humor. It's the slapstick humor.
I don't mind the humor. I don't mind the humor. I just think he sucks as an actor.
Funnier than him and Richard Pryor.
Oh.
No, I think Richard Pryor is much more out there than Billy.
Oh, my God. The two of them together are hysterical. If you've never watched any of their movies together, you really do owe yourself a viewing because they're hysterical.
What movies
the way
are they
they
in?
play off each other.
What movies are they in? Like, give me one.
What was the one that they did that they pretended to try and be brothers, one black and one white? Oh, geez. And they end up in jail. He's trying to get him to act tough. Oh, goodness.
All right, I'm doing Billy Crystal and Richard Pryor.
I'm going to have to look him up.
I show a side-by-side. A century of cinema. No, I don't think that's it.
Running Scared?
Well, that's one of them, but it just says Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. It doesn't say Richard Pryor. I'm trying to Google them.
It's my fault. I'm mixing him up with Gene. I'm mixing up my movies.
Gene Wilder?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm mixing up my movies.
You're talking about that one then. That's where you had me. So you're talking about Hear No Evil, See No Evil, right?
Yeah, I was mixing up my movies. Yep. That was entirely on me. But Billy Crystal talks about a lot of his movies, but the most fun I've ever had with him is only like a few minutes long, and it's The Princess Bride. I love The Princess Bride.
Oh, man,
There's actually a book that Mel Brooks did that's a behind the scenes. And it's funny as hell.
Oh my God. Matt just chimed in. Quick hello, I'm back on the air. Easy G should be arriving shortly to divert your listeners. I suspect he's working with Crazy Joe to send our ratings through the roof.
Exactly,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Make sure, listen,
so
do not listen to any more of our show. Go right over to WMNHradio.org.
No, wait, you still have 24 minutes.
24 minutes? What time is it?
Remember, he waited till the 10-minute mark to try and poach.
Oh.
He's like, 10 minutes, come on over to here.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, we have 3 minutes, and it will be 7:20, and that's 10 minutes before the show.
Well, yeah, the more that you talk the hot air, the less time there is.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
I got you.
Jenny, go ahead and take over your show, as Rocky would say.
No.
Go ahead.
Goofball. I found it. Yes, crickets.
Thank you.
Crickets. I ain't taking over shit. Not my job. Not my monkey, not my service. It's your air that you're paying for. If you want to broadcast dead air.
I can. Well, I can just go ahead and devote it to Philip, and he can play background music, background sounds.
Hell yeah. Or I could actually speak on that whole idea where she's talking about getting away from social media for mental health. I mean, that's
seriously, not even that, right? Just the news. Just don't turn on the TV to CNN, Fox News. Don't even go to your local fucking stations at 5 or 6 o'clock. Or some of them do it like 3 hours from 4 to 7. It's crazy.
It's all day, every day on YouTube, on every other platform. There's a 24-hour stream. There's more. Like, I want to pay attention. It does matter. I'm not trying to turn my head and say it doesn't matter.
But if
really
I don't
take a break from some of the sadness, it's going to engulf me. I'm not going to be able to see my way out of it.
But what is it? What a part of the news is getting to you? Like, what did you see today that really upset you? Like, just give me the topic.
Oh, Jesus.
Was it the war?
We have the worst incidences of anti-Semitism going on in our country since pre-World War II going on right now. There has been an increase of crime across the country. To a disgusting rate and to a level that like other countries are taking notice of the increase of anti-Semitism in the United States.
Oh yeah, and they're just going ahead and
there's this horrific war going on that Russia has completely lost its frickin' mind, and innocent people are dying every day that should be alive today. None of these people should be dead. Nope. None of these people should be dead.
None.
But we've got a megalomaniac who's beyond egotistical. He's freaking insane. He's tyrannically insane. And I hope his people take him the fuck out, because I feel like that's the only way this is going to end. He's talking about going into Moldova now.
But Jenny, what is the difference between Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un? Because Kim Jong-un just goes ahead and kills his own kind anyway. Vladimir Putin's doing the same thing. What was the difference then?
That's not his own kind. This is the Ukraine. This is a sovereign nation with its own language, its own people that are being basically put in a situation of convert and die. Become Russian or die. It's convert or die. It's just a new, instead of it being catechism, it's being Russian, because he keeps saying they're Russian.
Yeah,
that they're trying to liberate these poor oppressed Russians.
That's basically telling the Pope that he's Islamic. I mean, it's just
pretty much. That would be an equivalency.
Yep.
It would be an equivalency.
I actually went ahead and was relevant there. How about that? That's awesome.
It's caused a huge divide in the Orthodox Catholic Church.
But why take offense? I mean, listen, I understand you care. I understand you want to do as much as you can to stop all the bad.
Why does it get to me?
Why does it get to you?
Why does it get to me? Oh my God, I feel... There's a part of me that feels absolutely fucking useless. Like, I was an EMT. I was somebody that could make a difference and save lives. And I'm not that anymore, but I should be. Phillip, I should be at my fucking age. I should be able to fly in a fucking plane, go over there, and be a medic for them. Phillip, because I would. Well, I absolutely fucking would.
As you do Mental Health Mondays, and you hear Jenny suffering she's dealing with a hard time today. What would be something that you would recommend?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I've done several shows on a military concept. We call it a SILS halt, SLLS. And what it is, so when we're moving as an element outside the wire, and I don't mean to make everything about the military, but that I'm a soldier. That's what I know. But the SILS halt. So stop, look, listen, and smell. So when you're at the grind and you're every day doing the same thing, you kind of become desensitized to your environment, right? Because it's so goddamn negative that it ends up making you negative, right? And it's rubbing off on you in ways that you don't want it to rub off on you. And so when I tell people in your situation, and there's been times, and Charles, I was busting your balls a while ago, but I have not done a show because I needed to take a SILS halt. So what that means pretty much, Jenny, is, and anyone who's in her position is, stop what you're doing immediately. Just stop going, man. Take a knee, drink some water. And, it's kind of that moment of stop and smell the roses for a minute, right? Think about whatever you want. Take 5 minutes and just kind of decompress. Now, for some people, it's different, but you need to look at your surroundings, look at your inner circle, look at your support system. If all this stuff is weighing down on you and you don't have an outlet, then you need to look for your support system and let them help you. Then you need to listen to your support system. Listen to the people that are around you. Not the toxic energy thieves, the people, because you got two people, energy givers, energy takers. These energy takers, they'll drain the life out of you. So you listen to your good people. And then, of course, like I said, that last day is that smell the roses or smell for bullshit. Sometimes it's necessary just to unplug. Jenny, you're scheduled to do my show this Monday. Yep. And if you need to unplug, man, hey, I get it. No.
I mean, kind of took this a little further than it is. But I'm with you on that. It's not that. It's taking a break away from the news media and the death and the destruction and the things that I have no power directly in. I can't go over there and be Miss EMT that I would like to be, but I can't do that. I can support people here at home, but I can also pay attention to how my heart's feeling and how much I can handle pain-wise, in that I need to take a break away from this horrible death and destruction. Not that I don't want to recognize that it's there or do anything to try and whatever small part I can do, whether it's donating $5 to something or donating supplies or whatever it is. To be able to recognize that I need to take a break from that negative media, that negative spool that's constantly running. And if that means watching stupid animal tricks or watching crazy EMS videos or whatever
watching
it is,
Billy Crystal or listening to Billy Crystal.
Exactly. I listen to books on tape a lot. I've found a connection there, especially listening to authors narrating their own books. I found a lot in that, and listening to stuff that I wouldn't necessarily like. I wouldn't have necessarily gone out of my way to listen to a Mel Brooks book, but I love The Princess Bride. So I decided to listen to a book that was behind the scenes of The Princess Bride, and it was so good that I decided to listen to a book by Mel Brooks about Mel Brooks, and it was really amazing to hear about some of the stories you wouldn't expect from like Young Frankenstein or things like that. And I found that was a much healthier escape. So like feeling stressed, feeling anxious, go in the kitchen, bake a bread, grab some painting and a canvas, throw on a book, listen to it, step away from that negative instead of sitting there in that loop and watching news report after news report and this many dead and this mass grave. And hey, it's the Holocaust Memorial right now, and I've got a couple of victims sitting on my wall right now, and it always weighs heavy on me, but this year it's heavier. This is the moment right now when people are doing the remembrance. They call it Yom Shoah. It's a remembrance of the Holocaust victims, and there are people that have died in Ukraine right now that were Holocaust victims that survived, only to die by the hands of Russia.
Well, that's type of stuff. That's the type of stuff you hold personally to, and you hold very, very serious to you, close to your heart. So that's going to eat up at you a lot more. What I do, I'm just going to go on Animal Planet. I'm going to watch the Treehouse Masters, watch them build a treehouse. I'm going to watch my New Amsterdam. I'm going to go ahead and watch Last Man Standing. I'm going to go ahead and watch some comedy. I'll watch Deadpool.
I'm watching Boston Legal from the very first episode.
I'll watch
Deadpool there and watching all of Boston Legal because why? It's funny as shit.
I'll watch Deadpool for the 100th time because I will never get old of that fucking movie. Never, ever, ever. Miriam Joy's up. She says hello. And Jenny, I do want you to go ahead and tilt your camera down a little bit. We don't see any cleavage. And no, I'm just kidding. But no, tilt your camera down. There you go. We saw a lot of wall there, and it's like
sorry.
It looks like you were like 3 feet tall. But
I was moving it around.
You know, I like the idea, and I'm proud to hear Jenny, you recognize that you're having. That this is affecting your mental health. A lot of people, they're stubborn, right? I'm tough. Yep. I got this. And man, there's only so, even if I thumped you on the end of the nose, even though it wouldn't initially hurt, if I keep doing it, eventually it's going to get sore as shit. And the more you let me do it, the more you keep your face there for me to do this, the worse it's going to be. So the fact that you're taking control of it, that's so huge for someone in mental health. And I'm proud of you for exploring these outlets.
We have to, right?
Recognizing your trigger and then getting away from it.
So you guys, like we talked about it, I was in the hospital last Saturday. So today I went back to the doctors and I need to stay a little calmer. I need to be more mindful of what's going on in that tape in my head, right? So if I'm seeing that negativity, to try and find a way out of it, whether that's changing my environment, what I'm doing, or having a good conversation with somebody. It's recognizing that and saying, it's okay that this makes me feel shitty, but I can make a different choice in this moment and go in a different direction. Mm-hmm. It's like giving yourself permission to be wrong. Like, this is not okay for me. Sitting here watching this is making me feel shittier. I need to literally walk away from this.
You know something I watched today that actually made me feel a whole lot better? They have an annual ass slapping contest.
What?
Yeah,
is this in Florida?
No, it's not. No, it's not in Florida, but it should be, right? I don't have all the details, but I was just watching something, and it's on the Daily Motion, and apparently there's an ass slapping contest for women to just slap each other's booty like one on one. And it's like whoever's ass gets redder or something like that wins. It didn't really go into it that much, but it's like it's kind of like a wet T-shirt contest, except it's two women and they're slapping each other's ass. It's a little more violent
than a wet T-shirt contest.
Well, but it's like you get up on stage in front of everybody. So, but
alrighty then.
I did not know that.
Is this something enthralling you? Are you wishing to be spanked in front of others?
Well, I mean, it's.
Does one wish to have their chickens red?
I am not going to divulge my fantasies over on the air. Thank you very much. So you
rub the lotion on its skin,
and then it slaps it off again.
You need to have a conversation with Alyssa in private.
I think we need to have a conversation. Period.
Aww.
Miriam says, I listen to Puddles and do crafts, but even that is not cutting it right now, but I've been caught up in my own stuff rather than Ukraine. I often avoid news right now. And then she, apparently, as she said that, I avoided the news and talked about ass slapping, and she's laughing right now. So that's good.
Well, there you go.
I'll tell you what, one of the things that I recommend anyone do when they start their day,
ass slapping.
And it's really, it's counterproductive to a lot of people's, sensibilities, but wake up every morning. The very first thing you need to do, don't get on Facebook. Don't do none of that shit, man. Go find a motivational speaker, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Jesus Christ, they're all over the place. Listen to something motivational. The first 30 minutes of your day, man. Listen to Tony Robbins. Just give yourself 30 minutes to start your day off the right way.
See, Tony,
that'll change everything for you.
Tony Robbins, I fully respect what he does, and I respect how he's built his own brand. But my God, that's just way too much sugar in the morning. I can't take that. I can't take that.
Too hyper for you, huh?
Rocky says I smoke weed and play video games. Rocky, I do one of those two. I
do both of them, Rocky. Right on.
I'm more of a video game player than a weed smoker, so.
I'm not a big video game player.
I know. You guys are too old for that. 813-699-5353. That's what number you can call
Crystal?
To see if we can hear your dulcet tones. Just make sure you go ahead and call in with something positive. Nothing negative. So now here's what we got going on later after Alyssa comes on in. We have our own cartoon brackets ready to go.
Oh, yes.
It's
my
happening.
goodness. How did that go?
It's happening. So what's going to happen is we're going to go through these one pair at a time.
Oh, my God. How many pages are there?
It's just one. There's 32 cartoons. And what's going to happen is there's going to be three of you. Alyssa, Jenny, and Philip.
Oh, shit.
Majority rules. So if, like, for instance, and we're not going to say who the favorite right now.
Who gets out of which bracket? I got you.
Yes. So basically, if we go Flintstones and He-Man, which is the first two, if I get 2 for the Flintstones and 1 for He-Man, Flintstones win. Who are the majority rules, and they go to the next round. And so on and so forth until we reach this little plateau right here, which shows us the wiener or winner, whichever way you take it. But that is later on.
I don't need a wiener.
Well, no, you don't need a wiener. Matt's already got one.
Something. I mean,
if you need an extra wiener, that's your issue, man.
I need an extra wiener?
Apparently, it's what you said.
I said that? When did I say that?
You open the door, I walk through.
I didn't hear it. But
I didn't hear that either. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
They're both losing it now.
Oh, my God.
You're the one that brought up wieners, that you need an extra wiener.
I don't need an extra one.
That's what you said.
He might need extra on the one he has, but he don't need an extra one.
Marion said, ass slapping made my day. There's a Simpson episode in which Homer joins some weird secret society, and part of hazing is the paddling of the swollen ass. Patrick Stewart says that line makes me laugh. Patrick Stewart is on a couple of cartoons. He's on American Dad. He plays the FBI director. And I guess
I love Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. He's a good actor. I respect him on that, too. So, you know what? That should be the next thing. We should do movies. 80s and 90s movies. That would be the next bracket we do.
You make me feel old.
I'm not making you feel nothing.
Yeah,
because guess what? I'm in the same thing. 80s and 90s movies. Horror movies. 80s and 90s horror movies. Because these horror movies nowadays, they suck. I'm sorry. You really need to go.
I remember being terrified as a child.
About which one? Jaws?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, Jaws scared me.
It was the one that got me.
Which one?
It.
Stephen King's It.
It fucked me up.
Oh,
it
God.
Totally fucked me up. I was ready to stay in the closet and never come out.
Yeah, and they're all remaking all these things too. Like, it's yeah. I mean, Jaws really screwed with me because I would not step back in the water. It took me a long time.
I grew up at Nantasket Beach, so the Jaws really fucked with my head.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm sorry, but when we were kids, that was a really scary movie. That was as good as it got when it came to special effects and
I don't know, man. Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Nightmare on Elm Street was pretty damn terrifying too.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Halloween. I mean,
I was afraid to go to sleep.
The original Halloween scared me.
Yeah. That was some terrifying shit. I remember one of these called The Children of
I went to summer camp twice.
I remember one of them called The Children of the Corn. That was some spooky shit.
That one was awful.
That was spooky shit.
That one was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I'm still not a fan of horror movies. I'm really not.
No.
I like my sci-fi. I like comedy.
Talk about mental health. You can go ahead and
dramas.
You can go ahead and fucking do it.
I'm kind of done with the horror flicks.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Yeah. I've seen enough real gore. I don't need to see that shit.
That's it.
Well, you know what? If you've seen the real stuff, you probably look at this stuff. That's fake. Look at that shit. That's so fake.
You'd be surprised.
But there's still triggers, though, man. There's still triggers.
That's true. So
now, see, the first time I saw a fully evolved thumb, I was fascinated, and the adrenaline went crazy. Someone had crashed their snowmobile drunk into the side of a building, and the way that they hit, they literally peeled the skin back. Oh, it was like perfect.
They got gloved.
Perfect. Yeah.
Nice.
It was fully evolved, and it was so cold outside that there really wasn't much going on in there. But when we got him in the rig and he started warming up, oh, did that sucker bleed like a stuck pig.
Oh, man. Oof. Ouch.
But it looked like chicken bone. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I was fascinated with how perfect it was.
There's some shows when they start to go ahead and do surgery. I mean, they make it look so real. Like, I can't watch it anymore. I can't. Like, I was watching New Amsterdam, and Dr. Sharp was hallucinating, and she's in the hospital, which in a coma. Wakes up from being out for like a couple of days. My leg hurts, and Max goes ahead and takes off the sheet, and it's like broken in 3 different places. I'm like, no, I can't take that. I can't. I know, I can't. It's like it's just so weird.
I've literally seen a doctor stick his hands in somebody's chest and squeeze their heart to try and save their life.
Oh man,
I've seen some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, that was weird. It's
amazing what people can do to save another's life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. So there was an article that one of the topics I want to get to, and there was a couple of airplane stories going on, but this one really, really got me thinking, what the hell's going on? So a South Korean DJ was kicked off an American Airlines flight because her pants, or excuse me, her sweatpants were offensive. They said the words fuck you, and fucking. Like all over her sweatpants. And apparently she's wearing these pants or sweatpants as, because she's being sponsored by the brand that makes them. Her name is DJ Soda. Very lame for a DJ, I get it. But she's an influencer, a DJ. She's got 4.3 million Instagram followers, excuse me.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, nothing to be ashamed of at all. However, during the time this all happened, she went through and got on board and then was taken off. So American Airlines has a policy, you cannot wear offensive material. How the hell did she make it on the plane? Boarding, what? They didn't bother looking over her first?
Scanned her ticket, didn't look at her pants.
Yeah, apparently.
That's all.
So
row A line up, row B line up. That's all it is.
So she said that she was harassed into taking off her sweatpants in public because they were deemed inappropriate and offensive.
I'm calling bullshit.
I call bullshit on that too. They would absolutely take her to the ladies' room. They would even offer to find her a pair if she didn't have something to wear,
or put her in the lavatory on the airplane.
There was a video where she was approached. She's wearing a mask and she's approached by a couple of people from American Airlines. It doesn't go into them, telling her she needs to take off her sweatpants, but apparently she had to wear them inside out to continue the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she went ahead and said and wrote on Instagram, I was forced off the plane and was harassed to take off my pants in front of the flight crew at the gate. Never had an issue wearing pants on current North American music tour. During the incident, the DJ said that she had been wearing black sweatpants with those words printed all over, which she said were sponsored by the clothing brand Rip and Dip. Lovely clothing brand,
Fine,
I must say.
But that's not American Airlines policy. It's not policy on any of the airlines.
Yeah, they don't. There's no policy that says they make exceptions for sponsors. I mean,
no,
or DJs. So
basically, the airplane is a rated G section. Period. The whole plane is rated G.
Yeah.
So she goes ahead and continues. They did not have a problem with me wearing it at the time of check-in, nor when I sat down at my seat. A staff suddenly approached me to pack up my belongings and leave the plane without any explanation. As I was escorted off the plane, they claimed that my sweatpants were inappropriate and offensive, telling me that I need to take the next flight. She pleaded to stay because she needed to get to Los Angeles in time for a meeting. She went ahead and added, I even offered to get changed, but the request was denied. I ended up taking off my pants in front of the whole crew and standing half naked while they refused to board me on the flight. They even sarcastically commented that I couldn't take my pants off earlier. When they finally let me re-enter, this is all her, by the way, telling us. When they finally let me enter, I put my pants inside out and finally sat down after an hour of delay, causing inconvenience to the members of the flights on board. I was mortified and trembling in fear for the next 6 hours on my flight to LA.
Tough shit. You don't own the plane.
Right.
But if I'm understanding this correctly, they approached her to do to change them.
Yeah.
And then she proceeded to get on the plane without doing so. Then they removed her.
No. She got on the plane with wearing the pants. She was approached by a flight attendant, told to leave. And according to what she's saying, did not tell her the reason. When she got off the plane, they notified her that her pants, and she needed to take another flight. Again, pleading, and somehow A went to Z. She took off her pants at the gate, turned them inside out, and they allowed her to fly. So if that is true, how badly is American Airlines in trouble on this one? Do you think they are? None? They're
not in trouble.
They're not in any trouble.
They were upholding their policies.
Yep.
And what this sounds like an entitled little brat. I'm a DJ and these are my sponsors, and giving all these reasons instead of results. They don't care what your reasons are. They want results. Right. This is what you need to do. And if you read that Instagram post the way that she wrote it, they didn't tell her to take her pants off. She did it on her own.
Correct.
So American Airlines, they're not going to get
She probably was asked to take them inside out or change them. She didn't give them a good answer. So they took her off.
Like, well, you got
fine. I'll change them here.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But here's the thing. When you buy an airline ticket, you agree to the rules and regulations of that ticket.
Right.
And if you didn't take the time to read it, that's your bad. Because it does include information about what is and is not allowed on the aircraft, because it's not just about little kids. It's about anybody of any age who doesn't need to see shit that's fucking offensive on a damn plane that you're renting a little seat from to get from A to B.
But if
just
what she says,
act a person, act like somebody.
If what she says is true, they took her off the plane without any explanation until after she got off the plane. Doesn't that being
that's
a little
her
bit
own
wrong?
fault?
No.
Because I know damn well if I walked onto or tried to get on a plane with "fuck you" written all over my body. That I was very likely going to get stopped and asked to change my clothes. She put herself in that situation by being that provocative in the first place.
Which is fine, but
I want to piggyback on that, because to Jenny's point and to yours, Charles, the fact that they told her to get off the plane without giving her an explanation. Look, that is standard protocol. If any time that a flight crew is going to get in any type of corrective action with a passenger, they, for the safety of the rest of the passenger and crew on that plane, they will deplane them. They will put them in the tarmac, or they'll put them in a terminal and handle whatever issue there is, just in case somebody goes completely left.
Okay.
Right? And we've seen it. So, I mean, the same concept when you're dealing with a police officer, or if you've ever been to a nightclub and got kicked out, the bouncer, they will always separate you from anybody that's going to rabble rouse you. Oh, that's bullshit. They're going to separate you by yourself and be like, hey, look, let's work this out. Because if they try to do it in front of her entourage, because I'm assuming she had an entourage, they're going to make it a bigger thing than it is. And it's just unsafe for everyone in that confined area. I agree with that decision.
You can't have anger or discontent at 30,000 feet.
Or even on the ground inside a capsule where there's only one way out.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, I think American Airlines.
That's why they're so strict about it. That's why they'll take people off of planes and put them on other flights, is because you can't take the chance of what could go wrong 30,000 feet in the air.
Because by putting them on a different plane,
police.
now you
don't have anybody else.
So basically,
you got people.
So wait. Let me just make sure I understand correctly. So I just want to make sure I understand. So if something's wrong, like say I wear offensive material, I wear an offensive shirt, I still get on the plane, I take my seat, I'm getting ready to take off, flight attendant comes to me and say, you need to come off the plane. They don't have to give me a reason. They just say, you need to come with me, off the plane. That's correct. Then outside at the gate or in the tunnel, they tell me what the reason is.
Yes.
Now, I would be willing to bet you money that there was an approach to her before that. Because I've watched, I don't know, sometimes when I'm bored.
Yeah, I do feel that the whole story's not being told
or
here.
Whatever. I've watched the customs videos and stuff from overseas and everything, or plane stuff. If you watch that, their game is always to get everybody on the damn plane and make themselves money. Quickly. They're like, I watched them walk up to a guy that was wearing shorts so short that other people said they could see his package. So this woman has to go up to this guy and say, when you sit down, people can see a bit more than they should. We need you to put on something else. Now, he got defensive with her and everything, but the bottom line was he wasn't going to get to fly on a plane until he put on a pair of pants that didn't expose his genitals.
Or at least go ahead and start thinking about grandmas and
had the
grandpas.
cojones to say, you're exposing your genitals and it's making other people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I need you to change in order for you to fly on our airline. Like they go to a lot of extremes and things to try and, I can't imagine that they didn't ask this woman to change and she got on the fucking plane without doing it.
Then why did they let her on the plane then?
Let's go.
Why would they let her on if that was the case, Jenny?
Because
if that was
the gate ticket person didn't know that the other person probably told them to change. The person at the gate checking the tickets in, just sitting there checking tickets in, probably wasn't aware that that person had been pulled aside and asked to comply with a policy.
I thought the person that is checking the tickets would have been the person that would have told her.
No, not necessarily. In fact, they might be the last one that recognizes something.
Yeah, that's the last line.
They've got rows of people. They're scanning in.
Okay.
These people have already gone through security checks and whatnot.
Right.
Well, and here's the other side of it. So you think about this. So the last line of defense, if you always notice, either the captain, the first lieutenant, or the stewardess, flight attendant person, whatever proper way to say it, the person that's in charge of that flight crew outside the captain and the first lieutenant, if you notice, every time you come on board, they're always standing right there at the door. Hello, 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 hello. And that's where that screening's happening. So I'll guarantee you, right when she come on that plane, there's like, oh, hey. And so they went ahead, instead of creating a bottleneck of people, they let everybody come on. I'm like, hey, Captain, we got a lady back here outside of our dress code. We'll go square it away.
The other thing, though, that I've seen is people stopping people before the plane's even starting to allow people on and saying, you need to do this. And then they start allowing people on and that person just jumps in a line and tries to get on anyway.
Yep.
I've actually watched a number of episodes where they go on and pull the person off after they've snuck on, after they were told not to do X or not to do Y. But the biggest reason I've seen them pulling people off is being drunk.
Yes.
But I've seen people pulling them off for clothing, male and female.
Yep.
I mean, there has to be a line of decency somewhere. I mean, and society is what determines what's decent, right?
Well, I definitely don't hold American Airlines against their policy. I think, they should go ahead and upstand their policy. I just felt the way they handled it, and I guess I'm wrong, the way they handled it, I didn't agree with. I thought that was kind of like, well, you didn't even give her a chance, and now there's some humiliation going on here. And it's like, and there was, being snarky. But I do agree. I think there's some spot there where maybe the full story's not being told, and it's being told by one end. I feel like there's something
being left out, because I've never watched one of these episodes where they didn't give the person at first a chance to rectify the situation.
Yeah, I mean, she eventually went ahead and flown, but the flight was delayed for an hour. No, it was, but it was delayed. It was delayed an hour.
The flight was delayed an hour because of her.
This? Yep, because of her.
Wow.
So there was.
That seems really fucked up.
You would think, okay, hey, listen, just put your pants inside out, go change.
Right.
You would think
just
that's like 5-10 minutes. That's it.
On the plane and flip them inside out. No big deal.
5-10 minutes. Just do it. Let's get it. Not an hour.
Right.
So I'm not sure if there was a little bit of I wouldn't say a tussle, but I would say maybe a little bit of an exchange going on before she complied.
Bravo to American Airlines, man. Bravo.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Now we know American Airlines is safe to fly. You don't have to worry about seeing fuck you or fuck this and fuck that on American Airlines.
Well, you never know who you're flying with and stuff. I mean, when you feel a little bit odd wearing that stuff next to a nun, whether you're a Catholic or not, when you feel a little...
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, and they don't, because, we are in a society of me. Right? They all practice the religion of meism.
I still like being decent around other people, though.
Well,
I don't have to make somebody else miserable.
Yeah. That's you. Everybody else, it's the world's problem if they got a problem with me, but, not horseshit.
Yeah. What seems to bother me may not bother Philip, may bother Jenny, may not bother me. So it's just everybody has their own.
Public transport should be a rated G venue. So, everybody can use it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think New York subway is ever going to go that way, but it should. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about because of a true New Yorker or New Jerseyer, But anyway.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever. 813-699-5353. More airline news. This from Delta. Apparently a homophobic first-class passenger accused of assaulting Delta flight attendants. I guess he wanted to be on the Mile High list.
Story.
Right? So a passenger was arrested after he was alleged to have hurled homophobic slurs at a Delta Airlines flight attendant and to have assaulted the man on a flight from Atlanta to Phoenix. Criminal complaint alleges that Christopher Alexander Morgan, who had been causing a disruption on Flight's flight before takeoff. Morgan, who was seated in first class, refused to wear a seatbelt and would not comply with the crew member's request to put his seat upright. A flight attendant had to force Morgan's seat up so the flight could take off.
Physically force the seat.
Physically force it, yes. During the flight. I mean, this is one guy you should have taken off the flight, right?
Seriously, right?
They should learn from
the plane to talk to him right there.
They should have learned from American Airlines. You need to come with me, sir. A flight attendant, during the flight, Morgan was served one alcoholic beverage, the complaint said. When he asked for another, a second flight attendant refused and instead offered him a non-alcoholic drink. Morgan became angry and tossed the ice at the flight attendant while calling the man a queer.
The way to behave.
Yeah. He called the man a queer using homophobic slurs, according to the complaint. The passenger tried to intervene, but it did not calm Morgan down, the complaint says. The flight attendant used the telephone near the cockpit to inform the pilot about Morgan's behavior. According to the complaint, the flight attendant told federal investigators that while he was on the phone, Morgan got out of his seat, grabbed the telephone, and hit him in the chest with it. The passenger
Seriously?
This is kind of like, you deserve to be behind bars, motherfucker. The passenger also told the investigators...
Did you say multiple felonies?
Yeah, right? The complaint alleges that Morgan told the FBI that, quote, the flight attendant was homosexual, and that made him uncomfortable. When the flight attendant refused to serve Morgan another drink, he became angry. Morgan then continues. Morgan said that he is a homophobic, and that it is possible he could have been intimidating the flight attendants.
He used his homophobia to justify his aggressive behavior.
Yep.
I don't understand people. I don't understand dudes that are homophobic. I mean, I don't know if they're
secretly rub off on you.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're secretly afraid that the gay guys have figured out that dicks are delicious or what. I don't know the point of being homophobic. That is the dumbest shit.
Now, what if this guy actually, and again, I'm throwing it way into the deep end, but it's possible. What if this guy was abused by his uncle or dad or, you know what I'm saying, from the same sex?
Doesn't matter. Homophobia is not an excuse to be violent.
I'm not saying it is.
What if worms had machine guns? Would birds fuck with them? We don't know because that's a stupid what if.
Yeah, well,
I'm not coming at you, dude, but I'm just saying that's.
I'm not defending this guy and what he did, but if he's a homophobic, maybe there was something there. But again, he's going to jail.
Wanted it his way, and when he was forced to comply, he used an excuse to justify his asinine behavior.
That's it.
The fact that the stewardess had to fight with him to get the stupid seat up should have been enough to get him taken off the plane in the first place. He should have never been able to fly in the first place.
I'm that kind of passenger that if I would have seen that shit, I'm too poor to fly first class, but if I would have seen that shit, that dude would have been on his stomach with his hands tied behind him by his own damn shoelaces. I'm not going to let somebody, that's what
not jeopardize you, right?
I hate, man, and I'm a fucking bully eater. I love bullies.
You cannot have shit going wrong that far up. I actually did EMS in the sky once at 30,000 feet, and it was scary as fuck.
Oh yeah,
because you have what you have, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like being on a cruise. You're done.
Freaking Atlantic Ocean. We were a little ways out from Amsterdam, but not even at the halfway mark to get to Boston. And it was scary to think, what do we do? I can't imagine having to deal with somebody being violent or rude. It was scary to deal with somebody who is sick and compliant.
Right.
To deal with somebody who's
now you have to deal with somebody who's going to use a homophobic gestures and be almost dangerous.
You can't have that in the sky. Yeah. It's just too dangerous.
You can't have that anywhere.
So let's take both of these stories
he's banned
here
for life.
Let's take both these stories. We have a DJ who gets taken off because of bad words on her sweatpants, and then we have this asshole doing whatever he's doing, but he gets to stay where he's at. What the fuck?
At what point though did it escalate? That's the big X, right? You know, as far as refused to put on his seatbelt,
refused to go ahead and put his seat in the upright position before takeoff, which means
because
the
he
plane
was in first
there.
class, they let him get away with it. If he had been in first class, if he had been in coach, they probably would have removed him. So there it is. The first thing is that they treated them differently based on their social status, number one. Number two, we don't have enough information to really make a full decision. We don't know how she was spoken to beforehand or if there were interactions beforehand before leading to her being physically removed from the flight. We don't know.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
Him,
there was a full investigation going on.
Buck it up, buttercup, and suck it up because it was first class that she had to deal with him with the first seat going up. I'm sure she deals with that a lot.
Yep.
And they didn't think he was going to turn into a raving lunatic in the air.
Yep.
Well, so it sounds like the flight attendants in that case created the environment that contributed to that poor Joe getting called
money bullshit was. I have to put up with your shit because you paid more money.
Right. That's it. Right.
And that's not okay. Yeah. That's not okay.
All right.
But you have to understand, we're talking about an industry that has had its head under the fucking tent for so long. Delta just recently, within the last 2 days, has finally announced that they're going to start paying their employees from the moment the plane starts to be loaded. Because the employees, the stewardesses, do not make a dime until the doors are closed on the aircraft and it's pulled away from the gate.
Wait a minute. So there's no punch. Wait. So there's no punch in and out like at the freaking...
Nope.
That's fucked up.
They are not paid during loading and unloading.
So you know what you do? I'm sorry.
When the aircraft is closed.
So you know what I'm doing? I'm sitting my ass back there, and when you pay me, I'll get off my ass.
They just announced that airline, none of the other airlines have followed suit yet, that they're going to start paying.
Well, all the airlines are like that, where they just pay you when they load?
Yes. They're all like that. The clock doesn't start turning for these guys to get paid until all the doors are closed.
Isn't that a lawsuit?
Nope.
Isn't that like a violation of work?
They get away with it just the same way that your local diner gets away with paying your waitress $1.50 an hour.
Well, they have a law.
Old, antiquated.
But they have a law right there because all waitresses. Now this obviously may have been changed, but all waitresses get paid a waiter wage because most of their tips make up for their their paycheck.
Not only that, though, the government assumes that they make X number of dollars from their tips.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of assholes out there that don't pay what a tip is actually.
What is a tip actually? Let's really ask that question.
For me personally, I do 20%.
20%, Philip.
I do 20%.
If I'm just there for alcohol, I tip 100%. But if I'm there for food and alcohol, then it's usually about 20-25. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about the same way. Like if I go ahead, like we went out to Cody's, my bill came back 45 and change. I went ahead and just tips. I went ahead and I rounded it up to 60. It was like a $14 tip.
If you're making $3.50 an hour and somebody leaves you $5 on a $45 check, you're still expected to pay the tax on as if they paid. Yeah. I forget what the exact percentage is that the government assumes you're going to pay.
Is it some restaurants where they go ahead and take all the waitresses? Okay, give them your money and we're dividing it up among everybody.
There's that. There's also places where the waitresses are tipping out their wait staff, or the bartender tips out their bar back. Yep. It's not 100% on them. It's split between all of the employees in a lot of situations.
That's why.
And they're making way less than a living wage.
Oh, yeah.
You have a bad day in waitressing, you're fucked.
Yeah, especially nowadays when like rent's like going up 25-35%. Like that's crazy.
And property value is the same, so that means this is a market for those who are renting, not the rentees. These guys, it's a lot harder to find an apartment you can afford in this day and age because of inflation, because of the cost of everything going up.
Yep.
And quite frankly, we have a housing shortage in a lot of areas. There is there's a shortage on it.
Another topic for another day. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We're already at the top of the hour. Hopefully when we come back. Yep, kitty time. Hopefully when we come back, Alyssa will be in. We'll go ahead and start cartoon brackets. But in the meantime, stay tuned. Our stay right where you are. We'll be right back right after this.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
Wishing for a change. showed up at Taco Bell. Okay, white people get E. coli, the whole world fucking stops. Who picks the onions? Latinos. You talk shit about us, it gets down to the fields. I didn't hear you. What did they say about us? They don't want us here. We're lazy and we're depleting the system. Oh yeah? Mira, ¿quieren onions? Mira, cabrón. Hasta en el culo, güey. Here, take that shit to Taco Bell. Take it. There's your chalupa right there. Here, let me put some hairs. Ay. For my culo, because they hurt. Ay. There. Better. Think outside the bun. There. We don't fucking eat there. What do I care?
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
And welcome back. We are well into hour number 2, numero dos. Make sure we go ahead and throw some love out there to Karen and David. Hull Calling and Contracting. They're the man. Whoa. Wow. Philip did a wardrobe change. Hull Calling and Contracting. Want to go ahead? Make sure you go ahead and give them a call. They handle all your odd jobs, home improvements, lawn maintenance, and dancing.
Strike a pose.
Yeah. Right. Car repairs and much more. 941-204-1264. Call them at that number there. They service all of Southwest Florida, but they also do interstate. So even if you're not in Florida, give them a call. See what they can work out there. 941-204-1264. Give Karen and David a call. Hull Calling and Contracting. 941-204-1264. Dude. Why do I feel like this is not unsigned music? That was Muggsy, I think. Anyway, we're back. Alyssa's still, apparently we have an unruly child this evening, so a little bit late on the brackets there. But we are doing brackets later on tonight, and there it is, right there. We got it ready to go. So Flintstones, He-Man, Scooby-Doo, Popeye, Smurfs, Simpsons. We were a few short of 32, so as you can see...
I was hoping like you'd have like some trivia about cartoons. This is just, yeah.
Well,
I agree.
I'm sorry I disappointed
I like trivia better.
I'm sorry I disappointed you guys.
I'm disgusted.
All right, well...
Quit.
Okay, well... I don't know what to tell you there on that one. I mean... Take it or leave it, my friend.
Hey, I accept the shortcomings and will help you.
Yeah. Man, I just want to join the club of outrage. That's all. I mean, I don't really give a fuck.
I didn't even know there was a club of outrage. Wait, did you
start an outrage club? Wait,
there's,
what?
Why is Jenny? Why is Jenny?
No, I mean it's so not loud. News. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm as a professional noticer. There's always a group of people outraged about something for some.
No, wait, back up. This is a new term for me. A professional noticer?
Yes, ma'am. That means I don't miss shit. I pay attention to my surroundings. I am, look, in my line of work, you know, you're always, you know, when it's bred into you to always look for that thing that's going to kill you. You're just always hypervigilant. I live in life in hypervigilance, but I'm okay with it. It's manageable. So I'm a professional noticer. I do this shit for a living. I pay attention to what's going on, and I do it on my show. You know, mental health is kind of one of the big parts of my noticing.
Yep. Well, and that's an important thing to notice, too. So, but I am not a professional noticer. I have no idea what I'm noticing. It's just, I take life 2 steps at a time.
You can notice your nose on your face.
That is true.
But you know, Charles, I call myself half man, half amazing on every show. And I got to tell you, man, you're pretty close. You're getting there, buddy.
I'm getting.
You got to get that.
So the
beard
half
rolling.
man or the half amazing? Which part?
Probably half.
I'm gonna let his wife answer that one.
Probably half. You know, it's probably even another of those. I think Philip is just sucking my ass. Really, he's over here saying that. He's over here saying that. He's over here saying that good stuff there, and I'm sorry, but I have to laugh at that.
Are we playing now? Is it game time?
The good stuff out of your ass is what you just said.
Yeah.
So it's game time. All right, Chuck. All right, I'm with you. Game on.
Ooh, Chuckles.
Hey, I'm actually taking the compliment that you gave me, and I'm saying, no, I'm not even worthy of that.
No, but see, that's your problem, right?
See what colors the screen.
Well, all right. Well, no. Hey, here's a lesson for you, right? You should be saying that you're the greatest fucking thing since nose hair trimmers, cotton candy, and the fucking pyramids. Why? Because some of the nicest things you're ever going to say or you're ever going to hear about Charles Richardson should pass your own fucking lips. Because if you don't believe it, why should anyone else believe it for you? You are almost half man, half amazing. Believe that shit.
Almost half man.
Almost half man. I mean, I did.
What that means right now, I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Half man.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, do I have a vagina down there that I need to? I mean, what is that now? What is that in the what is that in the trans community right there?
All right. Well, I said half man, half amazing, right? And you said, well, I'm not quite there, so I'm using your words. Don't get mad at me.
You're not quite half man yet.
I'm not. I'm just saying, what is that in the trans community? Do I get to use the girls' bathroom still, or
you can be fluid. You can go wherever you want.
You can be fluid. So if I'm half man, does that mean I'm half woman as well?
You just fucked me up.
That's up to you.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just...
According to the science, all babies start out as females. According to science.
Well, science... that's a loose term these days. Right. I'm just saying, science apparently is not what it used to be.
It depends on whether you grow an innie or an outie.
That's true. Yeah. Well, and listen, I grew an outie, a substantial outie, and I'm being called half man. I'm just saying. You
said you wanted to suck his ass, so.
Yeah, you started it.
Well, yeah, you did start.
I didn't start shit.
Thing. Yeah, you did.
What are you talking about? It. How did I start it?
You started.
You guys just want to go ahead and make trouble for me. That's all.
No, it looks like because Rocky's trying to stir the shit pot in the chats, and
Rocky always stirs the shit pot. That's why I kind of ignore it there. Did Charles just call Philip an ass sucker? Do you use a straw when you suck ass?
Yeah, Charles, do you use a straw when you suck ass?
What do you think I'm using now?
Because you're using a straw now. We seem to think that you are familiar with straws.
I'm very familiar with straws. Thank you very much.
Apparently, he sucks ass with a straw. Bend over, Philip.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Wrong branch. If I was in the Navy, then get after it.
Wow.
Or the Marines. The Marine Corps also wear their name tapes on their ass. Yeah, but you need
a Navy Corpsman to take after a Marine. Remember that.
Well, I've never heard of a Corpsman unless you're talking about a beer drinker. I think the word
Navy Corpsmen are the medics.
It's no.
Corpsmen.
Corpsmen. Not Corpsmen.
I said it wrong.
It's like Obama when he said talking about the Marine Corps.
I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
All right. Listen, get a room.
Medic.
Get a room.
Y'all don't even call them that anyway. You call them medics.
I don't even
care what they are.
They're all a doc to me.
All right.
Everybody's a medic.
I'm gonna take Philip's advice. Well, actually, Philip started it, and then Jenny kind of tagged along because you guys wanted to gang up on me. That's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I did find some '90s cartoon trivia. And we'll do this.
Oh, you talked him out of the brackets.
Well, no. We're still doing the brackets until when Alyssa gets here.
We're just waiting for Alyssa for the brackets.
That's all we're doing. Like I said, we have the tensity in the household kind of shot up to tonight. So, all right. So I'll ask you a question. The first person who just shouts out the answer, and if it's the correct one, I'll go ahead and give you the sound. Well, let's put the volume up first. I'll give you the sound. And if you get it wrong, of course...
Or we could do like we did for the what was the Easter Jeopardy, right? Where we just type it in real quick.
No, it's too complicated. No. We'll just go ahead and
Jenny's going to beat me every time. She
is loud. I mean, I did turn her mic down. So
do you want me to say got it and not say the answer?
No, just shout the answer.
Yeah, get after it.
Right.
Shout the answer.
Which cartoon featured a character with the last name Funny?
Doug. No fucking clue.
What was it?
Doug, yeah. Doug, she said it back in the back.
Yeah, Doug.
What did she say?
Alyssa said Doug.
Wow. I completely forgot about Doug.
She just walked in.
After my time.
She just walked in here. Oh, after your time. That's the 90s.
It's after my time, damn it.
Well, when it wasn't after Alyssa's time.
In the 70s.
Hey, real quick, speaking of cartoons in the 70s, next time you find yourself getting upset, Jenny, just ask yourself, if someone chokes a Smurf, what color will it turn?
I like that one.
Make you feel better.
All right.
I like that one.
What is the dog's name in the show Doug?
Oh, Jesus.
Pork chop.
Pork chop is correct. Maybe I should have did 80s trivia.
This is a rigged election.
This is made for younger folk.
Yeah. What is the name of the quirky teacher in school Magic School Bus?
The fuck?
Oh, I know this one. I do.
School Bus?
Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle. Okay. We may have to
what
go.
What century are you in?
Yeah, I know. We may have to go back a few.
Fuck you.
Like because there's old people on the show, we have to go back a few.
I'm not going to get the old ones, so that's not fair.
Fuck you.
I know. We're not. They're not as hip as we are.
We already gave 2 to you. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, all right. Starting over. All right. Anybody know The Simpsons?
Yes.
That started in the 80s.
Okay.
Here we go. What is Ned Flanders' wife's name?
Muriel. No, that's Family Guy.
Judith.
Patricia?
No, nobody got it right. It's Maude.
Oh.
All right, that's okay. Nobody got it. When the Tasmanian Devil made his debut, who starred in the cartoon?
Scooby-Doo?
It was Elmer Fudd, wasn't
Bunny?
Bugs Bunny's correct. What is the real identity of the Riddler in the Batman comics?
Edward Nygma.
Yes. Thank you. There you go. See how easy that is? That's easy.
I'm playing Batman right now on PlayStation.
Are you seriously playing Batman?
Which
He totally
one?
had a leg up.
Origins. I started over.
The Flintstones is one of the most popular cartoons in history, but which period is the series based out of? What age?
Stone Age.
Prehistoric. Stone Age, yeah.
Yeah, Stone Age. Phil got it. Hey, you got to be quick. Which musical band turned down the part of vultures for the cartoon The Jungle
The Beatles.
Book? What? Really?
Yes.
Holy shit. That was right.
You didn't even let him finish. That ain't fair.
You knew.
I knew the answer.
You knew the answer.
You got
blurted out.
preview.
No, I did not get preview. I have no idea.
She can see his screen.
No, she can't.
Right?
Can you?
Right?
No.
I didn't think so.
How would I be able to see it?
No, that sounded
literally,
like a funny
it's in
little
front
no
of me.
there. Wasn't very convincing there, Alyssa.
Oh, God.
Well, there's a little bit of rum in my cherry Coke, so I mean.
That's supposed to inebriate you. That's what.
We've been there before. We've seen that.
Yeah. What is the alternative name for Mickey Mouse?
Steamboat Willie.
Yep. Well, that was the first cartoon.
No,
Mortimer Mouse.
Mortimer.
See,
Steamboat Willie was the first animated.
I did know
that
the
was
answer.
the first. Steamboat Willie was the first animated cartoon.
Yes,
not the name of the character.
Well, it was. I thought it was also the name of the character.
I did too.
The word Simba originated from which language in The Lion King?
Swahili.
Alyssa got it right.
I said that too.
I know, but you said a half second before Alyssa did.
Bullshit. It was the same fucking time.
I smell shit.
That was the same fucking time. Fuck you.
Which cartoon holds the longest TV series and sitcom in terms of episodes and seasons in the United States?
Simpsons. Hands down.
Simpsons is correct. Who is the antagonist in The Lion King?
Scar.
Mufasa. Or Scar.
Scar is correct. Who was the person responsible for the original versions of Mickey Mouse's voice?
That I don't know.
Disney.
Yes.
Walt Disney.
That is correct. Finally, she got one.
Fuck you. I got
I'm
2,
H.
but you didn't count it.
Well, I didn't count because you came in late.
Fuck you!
What?
Same fucking time.
What strange reason was Donald Duck banned in Finland?
He didn't wear pants.
I was
correct.
gonna say that.
That is correct.
I was gonna
Well
say-
done.
Which cartoon series features futuristic flying cars in each of its
The
episodes?
Jetsons.
The
Futurama.
Jetsons.
That
Jetsons.
Jetsons, correct. Philip got
Whatever.
it in.
Futurama does too.
Futurama
Though.
is also that's also the right answer too.
Well, it's also we're talking
It's
about
not
classic
wrong.
cartoons.
Oh,
It's
classic.
not wrong.
Well, I didn't know he
though.
was going all classic all the time.
Yep. What vegetable does Popeye use?
Spinach.
Spinach.
I was taking a drink.
The question was a lot longer, but I figured I'd shorten it. What is the dog's name in the series Tom and Jerry?
T-Bone?
Spike. What'd you say, Philip?
Pluto?
Spike.
That is correct, Spike. Winnie the Pooh is one of the more iconic cartoons of all time, but what is Winnie the Pooh's original name?
Christopher Robertson.
No, that was the blue.
No, I do know this because it was an actual
That's all I can think of.
bear. It's named
Yeah, I
after
don't
an
know.
actual bear. I can't think of it.
No, Edward Bear.
Oh.
Kind of lame for
You were
Winnie the
close.
Pooh.
You were on the right end. You
Yeah.
kept thinking bear.
Yeah,
I thought Winnie the Pooh was a girl.
No,
No, Winnie the Pooh's a boy.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, it does have a girl's name. It could be transgender.
Well, Eeyore is also a boy, but he wears a pink bow on his tail.
They're all boys except for
See, Disney
Kanga.
was ahead of
Kanga's
its
a girl.
time because they knew the transgender community was coming down. So they were just going to make sure everything. Disney was ahead of its time.
Otherwise, they're all boys. It's
Yeah.
just a boys group.
Piglet's a girl. You know, the
No, Piglet's not a girl.
Piglet's a boy.
This is a boy.
The only one that is a
Next-
girl
next
is
Kanga.
Kanga.
Anyway, next one. Which cartoon? Because
The kangaroo is a girl.
This is going to turn into just a fuck fest right here. Which cartoon
What?
character serves as an official mascot for Warner Brothers Television or Entertainment?
Porky Pig.
No,
No, that's Donald Duck.
no.
Wait,
Donald
Warner
Duck,
Brothers?
Donald Duck is Disney anyway. Warner Brothers.
Oh, Warner Brothers is Bugs
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny?
Yep, Philip got it. Even though Philip had already answered, I'm giving that to Jenny.
He got it wrong. That
Yeah,
I
doesn't
did
give
get it wrong.
nothing.
Anger criticizes which city for ruining pizza in the cartoon Inside Out?
Acme?
No.
What
What
city?
city?
New York?
No,
Chicago?
no.
I'm out.
San Francisco. I didn't even know that. I don't even know Inside Out.
Inside Out is a newer movie. I don't know.
Yeah, why is the world is that? Because the next one's Paw Patrol. I'm not going to do that.
Why? We could answer that one.
There must be a
They
group of
can't.
people in
The
the
old
chat
people.
room.
The old people can't. So I'm not going to ask that question.
Right.
Who's Mickey
There
Mouse's
must be a group
girlfriend?
in the chat
Minnie
room
Mouse.
because they don't say I, they say we.
Yeah.
You know, like the Queen does. We
Hey.
known.
I almost
We
choked on my drink.
He's a boy. Just saying. I always think that's weird when people say we.
Which cartoon duck made its character debut in 1937 on the classic
Daffy Duck.
Yeah, it was Daffy.
Well, it could have been Donald.
what
I
was
was
the rest
waiting
of the
for you to
question?
finish the question.
Well, I
Nope.
had to get it first.
Yeah, I know, right?
What was the
There's
question?
2 ducks.
Which cartoon duck character made its debut in the 1937 classic Porky's Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
then
was
that
Daffy.
would have been
It
obvious.
was Daffy. Which character's life quest is to hunt down the Roadrunner?
Wile E.
Wile E.
Coyote.
The Wally Coyote.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was a tie.
Fuck, it was.
Super genius.
Nobody gets a point.
Nobody gets it. What is the name of Dick Dastardly's dog sidekick in Wacky Races?
Huh?
Nutley.
I have no idea.
Muttley, yes, that's correct. Got it.
Oh, the snickering one.
Yep. Which cartoon from Looney Tunes did Senator... Never mind. Who's Yogi Bear's best friend?
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
Yeah, that was Alyssa. Slowpoke Rodriguez is cousins with which cartoon mouse?
Speedy
Speedy
Gonzalez.
That was Alyssa. She got it in just before.
Ándale.
Yeah. Which show has characters named Phil, Chucky, Tommy, and Lil?
Rugrats.
Alyssa got it in bed before you, though. What is the pet's name of the family in the Wild Thornberries?
No clue.
I don't remember.
Never seen it.
Darwin.
We got bumpkus going on here.
Yeah, Darwin. Which cartoon series features characters who can influence earth, air, water, and fire through telekinesis?
Yeah, he just said
Planet.
it. It's
The Wonder
Captain Planet.
Twins.
No.
It wasn't Captain Planet?
Telekinesis would be the Wonder Twins. Jenny said that one, I think.
Nope.
Huh.
Avatar.
Avatar?
What? That's
Avatar, The Last Airbender. Let me see here.
That's a movie.
No, it's not the same Avatar. It's a different
There was
thing.
a cartoon that the character's name
I
was
know
Avatar.
what he's talking about,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, that's
It's like
wrong
2000s,
generation. None of us
though.
here were
That's
then.
that's true. The old people don't know that.
I
Okay.
didn't even know
Fuck
that,
you.
though.
Yeah. What is the?
Seriously,
Well, yeah.
it's older than you too.
What is the name of Dexter's rival and competitive boy genius in Dexter's laboratory?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shoot.
I have no idea.
No? Anybody want to guess at it?
Starts with an M.
Yep.
I can't say it. Monty? No.
Nope.
No. I'm going to go with pass.
Morty?
Nope.
Just as a guess.
Mandark.
Mandark, yeah.
What is the name of Pinocchio's best cricket friend?
Jiminy.
Yeah. How
He's
did you?
choking.
Oh, Philip was saved by the choking.
Hell yeah.
Who are the three nephews of Donald Duck?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I was trying to lay it out with that.
No.
Oh, come on. Everybody should know this one. What's the name of the snowman created by Anna and Elsa in Frozen?
Olaf.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I have
All right.
no clue.
What are the names of the...
I have not seen Frozen.
What are the names of the seven dwarves?
Happy,
Sleepy,
Sneezy, Dopey, Sleepy.
Sneezy, grumpy.
I'm still choking.
Hurry up, Jenny. Hurry up. She's choking.
Oh, fuck. What am I
Doc.
missing? Happy.
Dopey.
I don't know. I lost
I don't
everybody. I lost everybody. Doc, Dopey, Bashful, Grumpy, Happy, Sneezy, and Sleepy. Not Sleazy. Sleazy.
I was missing Doc.
No, I said Doc first.
She was missing Doc.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was missing Doc. I had rattled him off, but I missed Doc.
You're an EMT and you missed Doc? Wow.
I did.
What is the name of the clumsy dog, a close friend of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck?
Pluto.
No. Yes.
Wait, the clumsy dog?
The clumsy dog. It's Goofy. Who is the... No, it's Samurai Jack. Let's forget it. What are the three names of the Powerpuff Girls?
No clue.
Blossom.
I didn't do Powerpuff Girls.
Blossom and Buttercup
Rock'em Sock'em.
and
Come on. You can do it.
Bubbles?
Bubbles. Yes, Bubbles.
Why did you help her out?
The only reason I know that is because I have a
One of them really
client at
Bubbles?
work that is obsessed with Powerpuff
no
Girls.
idea.
That's the only reason I know this.
I knew a stripper who went by that, so...
All right.
Whoa, okay.
Which muscular character is based on Elvis Presley?
Johnny Bravo?
Damn, yeah, you got it. All right.
It was just
I
a
love
guess.
that.
I
That
don't
is my
even...
favorite
I've never
cartoon.
even watched Johnny
And
Bravo.
the last one, the show Angry Beavers. No, not that type of beaver.
I'm out.
I might know
Taco.
this one.
Pink Taco.
No, get your mind out of the gutter. The show Angry Beavers follows the lives of two younger animal brothers called
Crabs?
No.
Oh, I don't remember their names.
Do you guys dare?
Hepatitis A and Hepatitis B.
No, stop.
The Hepatita twins?
Yeah, right. Norbert and Daggett.
HPV.
Norbert and Daggett.
Wart 1 and Wart 2.
Do anybody want to dare challenge Alyssa in Disney cartoon trivia?
Are you insane?
No, I didn't think so.
You people
Yeah,
eat,
my
drink,
face.
and sleep this shit. I ain't got nothing. I know Mickey Mouse. I know Minnie Mouse. That's maybe some of the characters.
Give me some Looney Tunes, some old Hong Kong food.
Right.
Samurai Jack, Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you did? Oh, you do watch Samurai Jack?
What was the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! What was the one that was it was like Sherwood Forest, and there was a fox and
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
But it was a different.
It was called Robin Hood, though. It
the
was
cartoon,
just a,
right?
Yeah.
The
It was a cartoon with the
snake was
fox
Sir
and the
Hiss.
snake. Yeah.
Sir Hiss.
All right,
I
let's
love that book.
let's go ahead and get to the main event tonight, and that is our cartoon brackets. Oh, wow, excuse me. That was not at all pleasant. All right, so it is kind of light on the screen, but we'll go through each one until we get.
I can't read them.
You can't.
Make your screen full screen.
Yeah, well, it is full
Jenny,
screen.
it blows it up. No, Jenny, make your screen full screen.
Oh no, I can see it better now.
Yeah, you're good, Charles.
All right, here we go. All right, so we got 32 cartoons all paired off to face off against one another. And as you can see, they're all classic cartoons. We should all know these.
All right, so
Now,
what's the criteria? Who can whip each other's ass? It's got the most episodes? What's the criteria?
Whoever can suck each other's ass better wins. Yeah, I know. Philip should have a hands down on this one. I'm kidding.
So I picked one out of the two. I got you.
No. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and go to a pair. First pair is going to be Flintstones and He-Man. You tell me which deserves to go on. Majority rules.
Flintstones.
I already see two. So that's
as far as whipping ass, it's going to be He-Man. Yep.
Give me that funk.
He's got the power.
So Flintstones moves on. Scooby-Doo and Popeye.
Scooby-Doo.
Popeye winner.
Scooby-Doo.
Again, what is the criteria to move forward?
Move forward is 2 votes must make it.
No. How are we rating them? Like
Whichever
between
one
Scooby-Doo
you
and
like
Popeye?
better.
Which one's the best? Which one's better of the two?
Well, shit. Then yeah, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. All right. Which one's the best? So this is an opinion survey.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Smurfs and Simpsons.
I know, right?
Simpsons.
Smurfs.
Jenny, it comes down to you. Smurfs or Simpsons?
Smurfs.
All right, there you go. Starbright versus She-Ra.
I don't know what Starbright is. I'm going with
Nope.
She-Ra.
Starbright.
She-Ra.
Nope, I ain't answering this. I don't know nothing about it.
You got to give me one, man.
She-Ra is the female version of He-Man.
Yep.
So you
Okay,
gotta
well
pick
then,
She-Ra.
sure.
Starbright is some flaky thing that floats around and glitters.
I'll sign Jenny's bill.
All right, She-Ra? Okay.
There
I'll
you go.
sponsor hers.
God.
Oh, come on now.
I know, right?
Butthead.
Hands down. That's not even a question.
I'm no fucking Care Bear.
Yeah.
What was the... I didn't even
All right.
know what the...
Beavis and Butthead and Care Bears. I think both of them already said Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, okay.
So don't have to worry about that. Hug a Bunch and the Jetsons.
Jetsons.
Thank you. Thank
I don't
you.
even know what Hug a Bunch is.
I don't know. Karen mentions that, and
Seriously,
I was
sounds
I was
like a
down.
cereal.
I was down the cartoon, so I had to put it in there. Underdog and Captain Planet.
Underdog.
I'm going underdog.
Underdog.
All right. Strawberry Shortcake or Rugrats?
Rugrats.
Damn, that was in stereo. Ren and Stimpy or Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Right. Looney Tunes win. G.I. Joe or Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
Rescue Rangers.
Just because it's Disney, right?
Rangers.
No, because I had no interest in G.I. Joe at all.
Me neither. I never got into him either. Pinky and the Brain.
Hold on a
man.
second. What? I must hit
Wait a
G.I.
minute,
Joe
you
twice.
fucked up.
Yeah. So, do we have G.I. Joe over the Pinky and the Brain? I don't know why
Pinky
you
and
guys
the Brain is
Pinky
awesome.
and the Brain Man. Pinky and the Brain.
Garfield and
Garfield.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Garfield.
Garfield goes on. Thundercats or Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
Okay. Animaniacs or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I think you guys both say Animaniacs?
Animaniacs.
All right, I
Okay,
got
so yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget
Gadget.
or Transformers?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
DuckTales or Starbright?
DuckTales.
Starbright sounds flaky.
It does. It is. All right,
Glittery.
just like that, we're down to 16. Flintstones and Scooby-Doo.
Flintstones.
Scooby.
Ooh, comes down to you, babe.
Scooby.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, Flintstones.
That's what happens when you have too many females on the show.
Right.
Smurfs,
you.
Smurfs and She-Ra.
Smurf.
Beavis and Butthead or the Jetsons?
Jetsons.
Underdog or the Rats?
Rugrats.
Underdog.
All right. Wins on that one. Looney Tunes or
Underdogs
Rescue
are
Rangers?
smarter.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Pinky and the Brain or Garfield?
Ooh.
Pinky and the Brain.
I go one for Pinky.
Pinky and the Brain.
All right.
That was my nickname I gave George Bush and Dick Cheney.
Pinky?
Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, God. Mr. Magoo or Animaniacs?
Animaniacs.
Goo.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs move. Magoo goes and dies. Inspector Gadget or DuckTales?
Gadget.
Gadget.
All right. You weren't provoked on that one, were you?
No, I wasn't sure, but I really liked Inspector Gadget.
Okay. Down to the final 8 now. Scooby-Doo or Smurfs?
Scooby-Doo.
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 All right. They move on to the final 4. Jetsons or Underdog?
Jetson.
Jetsons.
Jetsons move on. Looney Tunes or Pinky?
Looney.
I'm going to have to go with Pinky and the Brain.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes moves on. Animaniacs, Inspector Gadget.
Gadget.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Ooh. Final
Gadget's
4.
dead.
Scooby-Doo, Jetsons.
Jetsons.
Go one for Jetsons.
Shit.
Now the decision's starting to get a little tougher now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say. I'm going to have to say Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo? What'd you say, hon? Jetsons?
I said Jetsons.
All right. Jenny, it is down to you.
It's down to me to kill one. Which one do I kill? I'm going Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo moves on.
More
And who
stories.
do they face off against? Looney Tunes or Animaniacs? They're kind of all the same.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes?
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. Jenny?
Tunes.
Tunes! Finally, it's cut off on here. I apologize. Scooby-Doo or Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes is the winner. Congratulations.
Da, 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 da.
Da-da-da! Yay!
You know, I was just thinking about it. Really good cartoon movie. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
Seriously, I love that movie.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Love the movie.
The
Love the
barrier
movie.
breaker right there, man.
Yeah.
That was the best movie. I loved it.
Well, it was the best. Well, I think it was the most original movie when it came out. It's like it was the first one.
Absolutely.
To mix the-
Everything about it, the storyline, the crossing over. That
Well, actually-
it was nice to watch something that wasn't regurgitated.
Mary Poppins broke that mold.
Yeah, Mary
They did.
Poppins was the first one to have animated and in real life.
But this one perfected it.
Somebody needs to research this one because I don't think that's true. Because there was I can't remember the movie, but Gene Kelly, dancer, actor, he did a bit with Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Where he danced with this cartoon mouse. So I don't know. I can't, like I said, I don't know the name of the movie or that
The
it was
Lost
in.
World in 1925 was the first to combine live action and animation.
Yep. I was just doing the same search and elicited The Lost World 1925.
I've never seen it.
No.
I haven't seen it. I didn't even know about it.
The only Lost World I know about is Jurassic Park.
Yes. That is a lost world.
Many centuries later.
Many.
Or decades, I should say.
Well, it seems like centuries. But yeah, just look at how movies are made now with cartoons coming in. It's so seamless. It's like, literally they're right there. And that's what Roger Rabbit did. It's literally the interaction between the human and the cartoon. You saw the actor pick up Jessica Rabbit and put her over.
Right.
You saw him picking up Roger by the ears.
Yeah.
So it's like
and then
all that.
Avatar came along and really fucked you up. Avatar just went.
Now it's just a different ball game. Now it's just a different ball game.
Well, that's
it's an amazing work of art with what they were able to do, and we know if you look at anything like this, like if you look at Star Wars, there's a gap in it specifically because he was waiting for technology to catch up to what he wanted to do in the Star Wars series. There's a gap there specifically because of that. But what we've got now is so amazing. I was watching this actor. He's in the full costume where they have all the hot points on them that they model. They watch them, and he's doing this whole acting out thing, and he's actually a creature in this animated feature. But watching him act it out, and then how they overlay the creature onto him using those sensor points. It's amazing what you can do with technology these days.
It is.
I remember watching an actor, a traditional Hollywood actor. He was he had a role in a video game, which I mean, kind of the same thing with animation and video games. We're kind of in the same realm with people. And what he said was, talking about that suit is, as a regular Hollywood actor, the camera's over there so you can, kind of twiddle your thumbs until, it's your line. He said, but, in these cases, like an Avatar, in video games like that, you're always going. There's never a moment where you're not doing something because you have to be part of the scene always.
Yep.
I thought it was so cool. How do you manage? How do you pull that off in your head?
You can look them up on YouTube and watch some of the videos of the actors doing these scenes, and it's amazing what we can do with technology now. And obviously, it's just going to keep growing in leaps and bounds, but that transpires into real life in really great ways. VR is a piece of technology that's helping people deal with other issues, not just gaming, but being able to experience the world outside of their own heads, or being able to process something. VR is really an amazing piece of technology.
They also use it for training for like doctors and things like that too. They use virtual reality to train on how to perform surgeries and all kinds of different stuff.
Mm-hmm. We used VR for battlefield training as well. I mean, it's everywhere. It's amazing.
And it's the technology that leads up to what we're doing now with drone tech, where you've got a drone technician sitting there and they can be in VR seeing through their drone.
Yeah.
Yep.
What they're going and what they're looking towards. So they get that human aspect to it. It's amazing. When I got to go to the Van Gogh experience, it was really neat to sit there with the VR. Like, they had us in chairs, and you could turn all the way around. You could look up, you could look down, and everything about what I was seeing was in this experience, and it was giving you the sensation as if you were riding on a horse-drawn carriage through Van Gogh paintings like the Haystacks.
Wow.
Or, you're going down near the ocean front of one of his other paintings. And it was just really amazing to be able to experience the sight. The only thing was missing was smell. Really. I could get the sights, I could look around, I could hear. It's not going to be that much farther that you're not going to be able to get a more sensory experience.
Well, I mean, at Disney, if you go on Soarin', they have it's like a 3D movie kind of thing, and you're in this car that's kind of like it's supposed to be like a hang glider. So your feet are dangling, and they do incorporate the smells and stuff in there too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they do 3D at Disney on a couple. I mean, they did it with the Stitch's Great Escape there, which was, I think it was a little bit more kind of generic than they did with Soarin'.
Is really cool.
Soarin' really is a good ride.
I mean, there's like parts with fireworks. There's all kinds of stuff, and you're like in the middle
through
of the
everything. Like, you're in the middle of the fireworks. It's kind of cool. So just how things have changed now. Of course, social media has changed, and Alyssa found this one. This little gem. There's time I was giving you free speech and a profile song, but no. So kind of an interesting meme. We had a couple of other memes going on as well, but we are kind of done with time right now. We're going to take our last break, come back with our good news, and wrap this bitch up and get to the weekend. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The weekend is almost here. The good news with Alyssa is next. Stay tuned.
See, what I think you logically do with a instead of having a $350 billion tax cut, what you do with that money is do a public works project. See, what that is you pay a lot of people to build something, okay? And that way you employ people who are unemployed. And then they get money, and they spend it, and that stimulates the fucking economy too. So you pick a place that really needs something. You know, a state that could really use it, like Mississippi. Of course, Mississippi. Because that's the place that no one has ever thought, boy, I got a vacation. I need 2 weeks in Biloxi. And you go down there and you find a place that's totally in the shitter. You won't have to go far. What you do is build a big fucking thing. I don't care what it is, as long as it's big, then it's a fucking thing. And then the economy will explode, because people will say, I gotta see the big fucking thing. And then there'll be a big fucking thing restaurant, a big fucking thing hotel and casino, a big fucking thing spa. have done for our first public works project is build a giant wall across the entire border of Canada. Because that's where the cold air comes from.
Like what you hear? Shoot us an email and boost our ego at rawtalkonline@yahoo.com.
Yeah, don't forget to visit our website, rawtalkonlineradio.com, for all our great entertainment options that we have. And especially the great entertainment that we're about to have here in about 30 seconds as we go ahead.
You trying to say something?
I am trying to say something, that you're great entertainment.
Is my mic on?
Your mic is on, actually.
Then my headphones aren't.
Oh, okay, well, we know the headphones are shit. Trust me. As soon as I get paid next week, we'll go ahead and buy new headphones. But in the meantime, we got news.
The safest part of your journey.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. That is the right one. And here's the good news, Melissa.
Ukrainian Oh, God, I can't even say the word refugees. Move into medieval Irish castle owned by Good Samaritan. From the bombed-out streets of someplace in Ukraine to the rustic walls of a 15th century Irish castle, a group of 11 Ukrainians have found a safe place to stay. Having no space in Madrid, where he lives with his Spanish wife Lola, Barry Hagen decided to quickly open up their second home when shells started falling on Ukraine. The second home just happens to be Balladuli Castle in country Galway. Hoyen flew to Poland to pick up a group of 11 refugees, some from that place in the Ukraine that I can't pronounce.
Just want to let you know that Alyssa has poured rum into that drink that she was having, and it may cause a little bit of an effect.
And others from some other place in the Ukraine that I can't pronounce. We were emotional wrecks for probably more than a week. We weren't sure what we were doing and just trying to make things better for them. Hagen told Reuters.
Yeah, Reuters. You got it right.
Okay. So now every week it gets better. You can see the weight coming off their shoulders. We've got people dropping in all the time, trying to help them. It's a real. I have no idea. No, it's in another language. I honestly don't know what it says.
Is the whole thing in
100,000 welcomes, I guess. It's in Irish. I don't know. From the people of Ireland. The kids play about the castle grounds, and the group has been able to celebrate a birthday together as they gradually find their feet. Now, 1 month into their new routines, 5 of the group have found jobs, including Maria Nazarchuk, who works at a garden center near the castle and hopes to continue her accounting studies at the National University of Galway in September. Ireland is proud of its contribution to the EU refugee policy, and 2 months ago, when national registration opened via the Irish Red Cross to housing Ukrainians, the website crashed due to the number of applicants. Neighbors routinely stop by to lighten the mood with whatever supplies they can offer, including everything Nazarchuk needs to continue pursuing her passion for baking outside of her studies. That's it.
Nice. So, you know what? There's a lot of things going on in Ukraine that they need a lot of assistance, and that's good to hear that that's one of them. So.
And they get to live in a castle, so that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a castle? I want to live in Cinderella's castle.
Me too.
Yeah, right?
Well, that one probably has like heat and air conditioning, so all right.
Yeah, probably. But still, I mean, with Ukraine's up there in Northern Europe, I don't think they really need it. I think it's up there they would
need heat.
Yeah, heat probably, right.
Yeah. No, that apartment in Cinderella's castle is gorgeous, though.
Dreams as a wish your heart makes when...
Bullshit.
Okay, never mind. Listen, make sure you visit rawtalkonlineradio.com. You can hear everything, us 3 days a week. Even Philip D. Blackman, who I'm going to go ahead and do full screen because he's going to go ahead and pimp his shit out right now. So let's do it.
Not so much pimp. So, hey, any social media platform we're out there, Philip D. Blackman Show, Raw Talk, AOW, IPM Nation, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just before we come on the Charles Richardson Show.
Damn, Skippy. Make sure you go ahead and visit his YouTube. It's right there, youtube.com/C/the Philip D. Blackman Show. Jenny, your turn to pimp yourself out. Not that way.
Hey, come check out my artwork, my ruminations, and maybe some of my cooking on jencoffee.com. And you can check out IPM Nation, which is my baby, and proud to host the Charles Richardson Show.
Awesome. Yes, we're very happy to be on IPM Nation and, of course, all of our other affiliates that are listening to us right now. We appreciate all of you. We love you, and we will see you Monday as we do it all over again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. No, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we leave you with a nice big photo of Tinkerbell and the one that's...
It's the moth.
Yes.
It's the adorable moth.
It's the lickable moth. It's the lickable moth, everybody.
It's a dog when it sticks its tongue out.
That's it. That's all it is. Guys, thank you very much for being on. We'll see you Monday. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Even though my world is black, I can see a speck of light. Feeling stronger, feeling free. With the shadows of the night.